We are back here again with another episode of BLEMARX Podcast. And I'm tired of hearing about business, entrepreneurship. Today, we have the Mr. Artist himself, Mr.
Franco Drew.
Come on, man. It's a
How
pleasure.
You feeling?
Amazing, man. Pleasure to have you on. And, it's time to bring some of my very talented Armenian artists on our page. It's time to expand on what we do. And we got Mr. Franco Drew here,
That's right.
How you been, bro? Everything good?
Always all right. Doing well. Right now I'm having a great time. How you feeling? You got a nice smile on your face. Looking good.
Man. We just recorded a video on our phone for like a reel. You guys will see on Instagram. But man, it's crazy how like social media brings people together.
Hell yeah.
I remember seeing, I'm pretty sure I heard your songs when I was in high school, years ago.
Really? Shit.
You got really good music, and I was like, you know what? It's time to bring him on. And I feel like a lot of people don't really know your human side. We were just having conversations in the car, so I think people will love this episode.
Hell yeah, I think so too. And if you don't, you can go fuck yourself. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Shit.
Fuck the haters, man.
Can we cuss on this or no?
Yeah, bro, you can cuss.
Okay, cool. Now
fuck the haters if you guys are watching.
Hell yeah, big ups, big ups.
But man, I don't know if all the viewers know. I didn't know also, but just tell the people about how you got started in this music industry. What's your story?
Hell yeah. Well, my name's Franco Drew, Armenian artist. I started my journey back in high school, bro. I used to always be singing and making music and stuff as a kid. My dad used to play guitar and shit all around me when I was a kid. So music was always my passion. Mm-hmm. But then this thing called a senior project came along in high school. We were talking about this earlier too. But essentially I was trying to pick if I want to go dentist route or music route in life, because we have to do figure out what lane we want to go. And I'm like, man, let's do music. Let's have fun with this. So I kind of just reached out to everybody. I was making music on the side, but I wanted to learn more. Nobody was hitting me up. And I hit up this local record label called Pentagon Records. Shout out Armenian. Shout out Tina. Shout out Kodo. And they weren't even replying back to me and shit. So I'm like, what the hell, bro? How am I supposed to be doing this music shit if no one wants to get back to me for the senior project? Then I'm like, hold up, bro. I have a friend who's a super fan of Armenian and them. Let me get them to hook me up. Hit her up, hooked me up. I started interning for Armenian and Pentagon Records. Eventually being around them, started seeing how this music stuff goes down, getting motivated by someone who's actually doing it, someone who's invested in it, not doing it as a hobby and shit. And that kind of motivated me. Then one day my homies ended up playing a song that I never showed them, and then they really liked it, ended up signing me, pushed me, did some artist development and all that, and yeah, just brought the passion I already had for music to life. And then everything just went up from there. And now we're here, baby. We on BLEMARX.
Hell yeah. That's interesting. Did you, when you were in high school, did you think you're going to go to the music route, or it was just a spontaneous decision?
I mean, I always just did music on the side. I never looked at it as in I'm going to be doing this legitly. I was out just having fun with it. Never would I have thought we would be hitting stages, getting paid for shows, turning it into merch line, having different types of friends and contacts that we wouldn't ever imagine. So shout out Clark Magnet High School for putting that.
I went to GHS, bro. I went to Glendale High.
Shit. Well, at least my hometown is GHS. Yeah. That would be my main school if I was supposed to go. So at least we're not enemies like those Hoover guys. No, I'm playing.
We were starting Glendale beef, bro. Damn, man. Interesting. Well, how did it feel to do your first show, bro? How did you feel?
Depends what kind of show we're talking about, bro.
The very first one.
Very first?
Yeah.
Oof, Los Globos, man. I remember that one. Honestly, kind of nervous, but I was never really nervous for this music stuff because it's very second nature to me. I always kind of just like to be rapping if I could. And that was cool too, because at my first show, they had a live band going along. So these fools were going along with it too. And I had all my peeps come out because it was one of those where you got to get more ticket sales and shit like that. So I had people from my mom, dad, cousins, muzzins, and churrasses. Everybody came through, bro. So it was kind of a comfortable environment, bro. Turned it up. Yeah, I'd say it was cool. 30% nervous, 70% confident. Now it's 25% nervous. No, I'm playing, but yeah, it was a great one. And we just elevated from there, bro. And then eventually we hit bigger and bigger stages. Mm-hmm. So nice. It's been a journey for sure.
Yeah, I remember seeing one of your reels. I don't know what show it was. I think it was Rolling Loud. Mm-hmm. I think it was you and Armin on the stage, but I don't know if it was in LA or Miami.
We've done 3, bro. So we've done Rolling Loud Miami, and then we went to Rolling Loud New York, and we went to Rolling Loud LA. And this was, I believe, 21? 2021, I want to say. But yeah, bro, so we did all 3 of those. The one you're talking about is probably Miami.
Yeah.
No. Was I blonde in it? Do you remember?
You had like a little coat on your
Okay, that was New York. Yeah,
New York,
that
okay.
was Rolling Loud, New York. That was the second one. First one we did was Miami. And that one was insane, bro, because imagine whenever COVID was happening, you know, everything was shut down, nobody was doing shit. Miami comes along, Rolling Loud is back. This is the first biggest festival we're about to hit, like, in the whole nation after this COVID shit just came along. And it's Miami, and it's Rolling Loud, bro. As soon as we get there, first of all, it was a whole mission. We'll get into that later if we do. But get there, dog. We get there late to our set, almost miss it, hop on stage, and I'm just seeing, like, dog, thousands of people just on that stage, and I was tripping. Because it's like, bro, I'm like used to performing for like 30 heads. You know what I'm saying? Like, now we're on fucking this Rolling Loud stage, Miami, first show in the nation after fucking COVID. Everybody who wanted to go out is now out, bro. And I have to set off the stage because the song we were starting the set was The Warning by Burner, which I'm on the hook. So I'm the first person going up there trying to rap on this, and it's like, just got to do it. But honestly, man, like, it was great. Can't let the people, like, too many people there. Can't let the nerves get to you. Just got to hop on that stage and do your thing, you know? But it was a great time. Great time for sure.
Do you have like a pre-performance ritual that you do?
Not a ritual, just kind of rehearsing.
Rehearsing?
We definitely did some rehearsals at like a rehearsal studio. We did some rehearsals just by ourselves. Even if it's my own personal shows or anything, there's always rehearsals going down because believe it or not, you don't just go on stage and just rap and then that's it. You have to figure out how are you going to keep the audience entertained? How are they going to be like, oh, who the fuck is this guy that I've never heard of? Why am I going to care if he's just up there rapping like anybody else? I'm waiting for the act I want to see. You know, so it's all like a screenwrite in a way. You got to say, okay, I'm going to talk here. I'm going to rap. I'll start off with this. I'm going to maybe say something here that's going to make them have a reaction. So now they want to listen. Maybe here I'll throw some merch in, you know, so prepping like that, rehearsals, but not any like every now and then, like my last show with the homie Rico Reach, our homie RN, he did like a little prayer ritual that we all huddled up in a circle, kind of like did a little prayer, hopped on the stage, killed it. But yeah, little things like that are just like a full-on rehearsal, but
nice.
Maybe shots of Hennessy, you know, like something like that.
I know, like I heard, like to perform in front of the people, like it's an art, like, you know, it's an art, you know, like you gotta be, it's not like a random, you just hop in there and do something, you structure everything, and you said you gotta plan like how are you gonna get the people up, when are you gonna sing, when are you gonna talk. What's like the most interesting you learn from, you know, trying to like, you know, grab people's attention and also like basically control them? You're like an orchestrator in front of them at the end of the day, you know?
Yeah. I'd say usually I try to avoid, like, I don't know if you've ever been to like more intimate shows where people will be like, oh, this next song is about this and this. Like they'll sit there and give a story. It's like, motherfuckers ain't trying to hear all that right now.
Yeah.
It's either rap or do your thing or go in. So one of the easiest go-tos, if you have a merch line and you're an artist, you're listening to this, take my advice. Throw in free merch in the crowd, bro. People go crazy for free stuff. It could be free joints if you don't have a merch line. Throw a J in there, throw a t-shirt, throw like whatever you have. It's the best way to get them engaged for sure. Who doesn't like free shit, chat?
Yeah.
Another thing that's not my style, but Armenian, he does this because, like, you know, he's a real spitter. If you could spit bars, bro, and do a sick acapella meaning like no instrumental, like just say some shit like, yo, a lot of people like that shit. I've seen that at a bunch of Armenian shows. People fuck with it. But for me, I'd say it's more so merch stuff or just try to get them engaged. Like, for example, I have a song called Don't Save Her, right? So if I'm going to perform that one, I might say something along the lines of, hey, yo, I see a lot of motherfuckers not wearing no mask, no cape in this bitch, and that's the way I like to see it, because we don't save them hoes. This next song's called Don't Save Her. Yeah, you know, do some hype shit like that. Go into it as the beat's going, so when the speech is done, boom, go in, turn up, and now they feel like, oh, okay, shit, now, like, you know? And always, like, try to look at the person, too, in their eyes and shit.
Yeah.
Because then, like, they feel like you're talking to them, feels more personable. But yeah, merch or something dope, bro, like, just engage them, man. I don't know. You know, you got to kind of figure it out. It's like a screenplay in a way.
Yeah, it's a lot of planning, I'm sure, goes behind it, you know, like you orchestrating everything. Did you have any crazy fan interactions?
Crazy fan interactions, no. But maybe people like just outside or like hopping off the stage or whatever. There's always been those cool people that want to take flicks or whatnot. But one time we were opening up for Nas in Detroit. and then stepped back out to the tour bus, and there was like some chick outside who just saw me like probably smoking a cigarette or some shit outside. And back then I looked like even more of a character, bro. I had like a whole mouthful of gold grills, bald head, fly ass clothes, just kicking it from this tour bus. This chick came up and just was just being like hella extra for no reason. Like, I don't know you, but like I'm down for the vibe, you know, taking flicks. So never any no crazy fan interactions, but yeah. Actually, bro, I have sorry, but it like won't even make sense. But there is one fool on IG who keeps DMing me, dog. Hold on, let me try to show you this shit real quick. Sorry, y'all, but I'll read it out loud so you can know what's going on, bro. Hey, bro, I have no clue who the hell this fool is. I really wish I could find it right now. And if I don't find it in the next 20 seconds, we'll move on from the subject matter. Apologies, guys.
I can cut to it.
But this fool. Shout out my boy, SBH. I'm not going to say your name. But this fool has been DMing me the funniest shit for the past like 2 years, bro. Always, yo, we need another love song. Yo, stop with the love songs. Yo, we need... Bro, this fool goes in. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, if you can see this shit, I'm scrolling. Shout out the homie, though.
Yeah.
That means you watching and you supporting, so I appreciate you.
Hell yeah. But it's a positive thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a positive thing, but I'd say if we want to consider that a funny fan interaction, sure, but...
A real hustler, you know, like showing up. I've had similar experiences, but like more like hate, like consistent people always showing up, doing some dumb things.
Yeah.
Which sometimes I message them like, hey bro, I respect the hustle, and you're always consistent showing up, you know, saying some dumb comments. I'm like, I respect that, you know.
No, for sure,
Good
bro. It takes time to be a hater. You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro. I'm sure, like you met a lot of artists. How do you feel like? Do you think they're like real, fake? What are the vibes?
Depends on the artist. Yeah. Depends on the artist and the day for sure. First major artist I ever met was Offset. Met him a couple times. The first time I met him, it was also Takeoff's birthday. R.I.P. Takeoff. So he did come a little late to the studio.
Yeah.
He was a little lit because it was his homie's birthday, shit like that. So I think maybe he was just like in the zone and like kind of wasn't really like being out there like that, just kind of in his own world with his homies. Mm-hmm. I considered that rude first time I met him. Second time I met him, warmest guy, you know? So I think it just depends. I'm trying to think if anyone was like, actually, I'm calling out this fool. I don't know if you ever heard of this guy, Earl Sweatshirt.
Nah.
He's like from Odd Future, like Tyler, the Creator, when he first started his like rap group. Uh-huh. This fool, Earl Sweatshirt, was like one of the next popping guys up there. Saw this fool perform at this festival called High Times or High Life, can't remember. And then I saw him afterwards, bro. I went up to him like a fan, bro. And I never go to people like a fan, bro. I'm like, yo, Earl, can I get a flick? And of course, the one time I tried, homie said, nah. I'm like, damn. You know, I'm all right, bro. Appreciate you. It just went off. But I'd say that was only one. Otherwise, usually cool people, or at least seem like they're cool people, you know?
Yeah. What do you think is the difference with the people, you know, you've worked behind the scenes, like, you know, artists, the impression, like with the type of vibe they give on like on content and media and like their music videos rather than in person? What's the main differences that you noticed?
Very different, bro. Very different. But then again, everybody is having a persona. When you're an artist, you're being a brand. You're not just being a rapper, you know, you're also having this whole image that you have a whole niche of people gravitating towards that you're putting on and pumping out times 10 to monetize off that shit. But so I'd say most of the time it's different. Depends what kind of artist we're talking about, of course. But I'd say usually in real life, people are more calm, more collected, nice, maybe even shy, if you want to call it shy, whispering and shit.
Yeah.
Cool, you know, like definitely different. It's not like what you see, like a full-on hardcore this and this. Like most of the time, I say that's not the case. Most people are like polite and shit like that. Okay. So,
is there like a dream artist that you want to collab with?
Oof. Yeah. It's a smaller guy. One of my favorite artists out right now. I don't think you or most people would know his name's FCG Heem from Florida. Dope guy. Heem, if you see this, I would love to do a feature with you. And besides that, maybe a big guy. This fool Rod Wave. I like to do a lot of like melodic hip hop, heartbreak music, sad music, shit like that. And this fool Rod Wave is like really into that world.
Yeah.
So probably him too. But besides that, I'm not really like a crazy fan of nobody. Like I could care less about the Drake album that came out. Yeah. I could care less about the Kendrick hype, even though I do think he won the battle. I'm just trying to burn some people here, but yeah.
Okay.
Not really a super fan of nobody, but whoever's down to work on with it, Rod Wave and FCG hit me.
Let's get
I
it.
got you for the low.
What's been your favorite ever song that you ever made? Like, so you're like
My personal one?
so your favorite one.
Oof. Favorite, probably the song called Lonely. You know?
Lonely.
That was I'd say one of my bigger songs from when I first dropped throughout the years. Like that one kind of got one of the most hype. It's like a heartbreak love song, but it's also on a very like upbeat, club beat kind of song. So it's very feel good at the same time, but it's still me bitching about how a girl broke my heart and shit like that, you know? So
Yeah.
yeah, that's probably my favorite one, Lonely, man. I'm trying to perform that shit sometime soon too, but fuck.
Okay. What? I'm curious. How do you find consistent ideas to make music with? You know, what is the thought process? Like, how do you structure? You like, okay, like let's say I'm dropping an album. How do I go about, the type of topics? Is it just more like, I've gone through a heartbreak. Let me just make it a whole heartbreak album. How does it work?
Yeah, unfortunately, it just depends on the mood for sure. So for the longest time, I have been doing like more heartbreak, more melodic, more love songs and shit. But that is also because I did get like my heart broken by some chick like a few years ago, and like I got completely cooked. I went from going like this on my track to this. So everything from that point has just been kind of like love songs, heartbreaks. But now I'm in a new relationship. Lately, I just been having fun with the homies. Life's been getting better. We're getting more money and shit like that. So I kind of want to gravitate more towards like, I don't want to say club records because I'm not a club record kind of guy, but more like fun records, you know? Like having fun with it. Like my song called Designated Driver recently dropped. That shit's fun. It's like a song about how I met this chick at a bar. I was too drunk, so she drove me home, ended up wanting to smash me, and then her boyfriend comes to my crib and because of her find my iPhone. Like shit like that, So I'm trying to get more on shit like that versus heartbreak. So I'd say mood just depends on what the hell I'm going through, bro. And also if I'm smoking the ganja, then I'll find that like that'll be a motivation too.
Okay. So it's just basically you're kind of going off what's going on in your life and you just share something
100%.
artistic. Okay.
Yeah, like if I'm feeling depressed right now, bro, I'm not gonna go hit the booth and make like a club banger. There's no way I can make that happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So who do you think is your target audience? Like the most amount of people, like the niche that you're basically after?
Currently with all the songs I got out, I'd say more so street soul, which is more so like melodic hip hop. So if you like auto-tune, melodies, love-centered songs, not necessarily like emo rap, but still like fun, poppy. I'm like a teeny bopper, bro. That's what they used to call me because I got like hella fucking hooks, bro. I got crazy hooks. So if you like great hooks, if you like heartbreak, if you like feeling better about yourself in moody ways, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Come listen to Franco Drew. I got you.
Hell yeah. Yeah, one of your recent songs, Don't Save Her.
Don't Save Her,
I like the hook on that. It's like, I noticed, a lot of people really focus on the hook because that what gets like, pushing out there with viral stuff.
Yeah.
People use it on their videos, like dance videos, like those hooks push the song a lot,
For sure. I definitely think I'm a hook master. I think my verses are cool, but I'm definitely stronger in the hooks, 100%.
Yeah.
So, but exactly, like Don't Save Her, for example, like all my fucking old sad love song shit, then I started going more into that shit. Don't Save Her, Designated Driver, I know. We're turning it up now, having fun with it.
Yeah, okay. When is like an expected date to drop the album, if you mind sharing it?
I'm actually kind of working on it right now. It's going to be like a mix of my old like records that I think were really good, songs that I've dropped that are really good, and I have like 6 songs that I'm getting mixed right now, so they haven't been out, but I think like they're my 6 really solid songs. Goal, I can't give you a date yet, bro. I still got to get 5 or 6 songs mixed, but hopefully within the next couple months.
This year, hopefully, right?
Of course. Okay. That's the goal, because I got my show that I was telling you about earlier, June 27, and then if I'm going on another tour in September, I would like to have it drop sometime between then.
Okay.
So we could at least push it, or at least use the hype and build off it,
Interesting.
So hopefully August or some shit.
Okay, then it's coming
Fingers
up.
crossed.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Interesting. I'm curious about the business side of music. I don't know much about it. Mm-hmm. How do you make money as an artist? How do you, put your content and music on like these platforms? How does it work?
I mean, it all depends, bro. because it's kind of similar to like content, right? So let's say you could get paid through social media just for posting content if you have like a monetization, whatever. And you could get paid through brand ads or brand deals, whatever the fuck. So music kind of the same shit. You get paid through distribution, which would be like Spotify, Modify, whatever anyone's listening on shit like that, Apple Music. You'll get paid for streaming services. There's shit like ASCAP BMI, where if your show is on, or if your song is on a show or a movie, you guys get paid off that every time it's played, like a royalty type situation. Yeah. So there's different ways. There's songwriting itself, where if it's not my song, it's not out yet, but I wrote something, I could get a percentage depending on what I wrote. So there's numerous ways to go about it. You could get paid for your show. For me, as of right now, I'd say it's more so just streaming, show money, little percentages on songwriting here and there if I'm doing something for somebody. But I would love to end up doing like an official ASCAP and land some shit on like Netflix or whatever, you know. Yeah. That's probably my next goal, which is pretty possible. Just got to work with some producers who like have original shit.
Okay.
So there's ways to make money in it. It's just got to know how.
Features too, right?
Features too, exactly. Features too. Forgot to mention that.
Okay, interesting. What are some things that you think artists are misunderstood for?
That we're all cool, that we're all players, that we're all cheaters and shit, I'd say. Like,
why do you say that?
Because I feel like, you know, I feel like the talk of the town, because I feel like, let's say you're an artist and shit, right? A lot of people say you can't have a girlfriend and be a rapper just because...
Because of the lifestyle?
Lifestyle, exactly. And even if you're not doing nothing bad, you might be just, like, it just might be like, oh, he's doing something bad because he's around these people, this and this. Like, bro, I think I'm probably one of the sweetest guys ever. Scroll down my IG or go to anything I've archived. I have a lot of asshole type looking situations, or like super lit, making girls drink out of my shoe, slapping asses and shit, you know, but like cameras off, or like, you know, I'm just regular kind, the jolly kid. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think it's all perception.
Yeah.
It depends on the artist too, like I said, how we were talking about earlier on who we think is nice and who's not. Like,
yeah.
If you're a real street rapper, you know, I'm sure you're not going to be turning that off and on. You know, like that's probably what it's going to be, but just depends. But I'd say for the most part, bro, it's a lot of misconception. I'd say that's it. It's just like you're out here just smashing hoes and being a criminal. You know, like we have fun too, guys. We have fun too. Shit.
How's being an artist influenced your dating life and it affected your dating life? I'm curious to see.
Shit, I'm only going for baddies nowadays. You know what I mean? But shit, now I got a girl though. But yeah, I'd say dating life, for me, it never really was an issue. I've always been in a relationship since like 8th grade, bro, for like 2-3 years at a time. So I'm always just used to being in fucking relationships. But luckily, my girl, she's also been in like the movie, film industry / music industry itself. So like this is kind of second nature to her. She knows what's up. But obviously, she, like certain things, like no, you can't go fucking out with girls till 5 a.m. type shit. Like, but like I try to be respectful because I know what's up. But I think it just depends on the girl, relationship wise, if they want to have problems with you or not. But yeah, I think as far as myself, it definitely makes you go towards maybe toxic women, because like you got to go for like sexy Latinas and shit. Like,
I feel you. Yeah, that's a whole different story, man.
Yeah, no, trust me, bro.
Yeah,
whole different story, doggy. Whew.
Yeah, toxicity is crazy because I've been doing some collabs with girls here and there, and Middle Eastern guys are known for toxicity, and also Latino girls are known. It's like, I guess, like attracts like, you know. For
sure, yeah. My girl's black though.
Yeah.
So I tried to like switch it up a little bit, you know. Not as toxic, but still definitely got some toxicity in there for sure.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. You know what's the interesting that I was telling? I was talking about someone, and then I was telling, you know, I feel like people meet themselves in other people, you know, and whenever they, like from my experience at least, every time I see people talking about toxic stories, or even from my stories, they usually meet like a trait that they have already. The other person just brings it out of themselves again. So you're kind of getting mirrored back, you know, what you have inside. So for example, the people that, let's just say, they don't have self-respect for themselves, the other person becomes, you know, way too egotistical, right? Like it's like a spectrum, right? Like if you're on this spectrum, the other person comes to this one because it's just mirroring who you are, you know? Or if you're like a crazy abusive guy, let's just say, the other person is usually the victim, you know? So I think it's just they mirror you in a way, and until you realize that loop, it's gonna be hard to grow. So I'm sure whenever you've gone through relationships, you're like, oh shit, like, yeah, she did this, she reacted this, but oh, I did this, I'm the cause, you know?
100%.
Like, because a cause can't cause exist.
And effect, bro.
Yeah, they can't exist. One of them, you know, they go together, you know? So if something happens, you gotta think, oh, like, what caused it? Like, if she did this, like, I probably did something, you know, or I am, in a way, I have like a certain trait.
Yeah, no, every action has a reaction, bro, for sure. And I'd say definitely throughout dating of the years, you definitely get to see that for sure. But, I mean, it's life, bro. I think everything mirrors itself, like you said. Every action has a reaction, cause and effect. So always be good. Be good to your spouse. Be good to your significant other.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's like a foundational thing that you learned from your previous relationships that you always carry now?
Communication, man. Always communicate. Always be kind. Always be nice. Start it off good, man. If you started off good, go from there. Try to let things be known. If something goes wrong first, maybe like don't get disappointed by it. That's what I try to always tell myself, because it's like if you're starting a relationship fresh, you got to set the boundaries and everything first. Shit might go left here and there.
Yeah.
But you got to meet in the middle ground throughout these different things that go down. Maybe she does something you ain't cool with. I do something she ain't cool with. You got to eventually find out what it is. And then I think once you're there, you eventually mold it. But I'd say the best rule that I've always come up with, just based on my relationship, bro, always communicate and always be kind. Unless they fuck with you, then fuck all that shit. Then it's all guns a-blazing.
Yeah.
But if you can, you know, set it off right.
Yeah, how you start is how you're gonna end it, you know?
Exactly.
Like the frame of it is very important, because well, I did this in the past, I'm sure a lot of people did this too, is that they start a relationship and they're like, you know what, like I see some red flags, but we can work on it. We can work on it, but they don't really call things out. They're not really stand firm on their boundaries and what they believe in, their principles, and they're like, you know what, we can work on this. You know, people can change. You think people can change, but like 99% of the times, it's nobody changes.
No, bro, that's very dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't nip the bud, right? Is that the term? They say nip the bud. It's just gonna get even worse, bro. And like, if you see a red flag, bro, please. Like, I think that's a problem that all of us have. It's like we'll see the red flag, like I said, be like, oh, that's cool. We'll figure it out later. That's when. But it's like, bro, no, it's there for a reason.
Yep.
Try it a couple times. See if you can get out of it. If not, take that freaking notion that you got, whatever the hell, and get out of there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, the thing is, a lot of people, they have this scarcity mindset. They feel like, oh, like this is the only girl, there's no other girl. Or if it's a girl, they're like, no, there's no other guy. But once you start operating on like an abundant level, you're like, you know what, there's billions of people out there. And I'm sure there's some that are pretty aligned with my lifestyle and what I do. Then you become way more strict, you know? Like, I feel like since last year, I've dated a lot of girls, and I'm way more, I've said this like in previous videos, like I'm way more cutthroat, way more strict with the way I move. And if there's certain things that are not being met, like I'm gone. I don't argue, I don't do anything petty or whatever. Gone. That's it, you know? So I think it's important. The most important thing that I learned is like, you got to choose wisely.
No, for sure.
Choosing is like the most important thing, bro. Just choose wisely, because you know, you can't make a basketball player play soccer. You know, you gotta know like what their gameplay is, their traits, their positives, their strengths, their weaknesses, so you can pick someone that's aligned to you. You know,
for sure, 100%. And especially if you're gonna try to like pursue them and not just have someone like.
Absolutely.
That's the thing.
One thing I learned is that, bro, like if you have a partner that they're not contributing and supporting your mission, it's like, why are you even with that person? You know, I mean, you can be sexually attracted to any girl, you can have all that, but if you want to build a real connection, you need like something complementary to who you are and what you're doing in life.
100%.
Right? Like, what's been your experience being in a relationship right now? If you want to share.
Just in general?
Yeah, like in the sense of like, you know, with your career, you know? Like, how do you balance that?
I mean, like I said, bro, just my girl already knows like what's up with this industry, so never really been any problems like that. I'd say just more day to day, bro. It's just something like, it more comes down to the can we spend time factor. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like that's maybe the problem that I run into most. It's like, because like we don't really deal with the shit that like normal people would deal with when it comes to stressing about shit. But it's like, my girl wants to go to Big Bear. She's been asking me to go to Big Bear for fucking 2 years. You know, it's like, bro, I don't have the time to go to Big Bear. whether it's because of this music shit or because of my production shit that I'm doing. So it's like, I don't know. I'd say, yeah, man, it's just timing and like trying to make time for each other is kind of tough. But like, I've never really had problems music-wise, you know?
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Everything's supportive, though.
How's your experience been, you know, with your work and your production and all your music, you know, when you were single and also when you were in a relationship? What are some key differences that you've noticed?
Oh, bro, hella, dog. One of the things me and my homies talk about, if you guys know about the OG Franco Drew, back in the days, bro, especially during COVID times and shit like that, I was single, so we were just tearing the city down. So like, how you been telling me to be on my content game, bro? Imagine me being blacked out off of Jameson shots in the middle of Glendale with hella people at Mr. Furley's COVID times and just content filming everything, bro. So it's like, I was out here just turned up with girls, ending up places I shouldn't be, fucking having fun, having like a bachelor lifestyle, you know? And that was also helping to push the music because people are seeing this shit. Like, you don't see that shit often, especially from some fucking Armenian kid in Glendale with gold teeth and a bald head, you know what I'm saying? So definitely when it comes to situations like that, it definitely is very different when you're single or not in a relationship, or in a relationship when you come down to making music and promoting it and shit. But yeah, nowadays I definitely can't do all that, bro. I'll definitely get in trouble for sure. So
too much, huh?
yeah, that's why my content's been kind of like more smooth and not as crazy. But then if it like that also doesn't help push the music as much more, it's like you gotta kind of go back. So right now I'm in talks with my girl with that, bro. I'm like, yo, I kind of want to go back to the OG Franco Drew. And she's like, oh, well, if you want to do that, we could break up and shit.
Yeah, I hear it.
I'm like, I don't know. So I'd say that's kind of the main difference, bro. It's like you got to have the respect and boundaries for your girl.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it. Unless you're like super, super cool with it. But yeah, I'd say that's the main difference. Get wild versus not.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot, like especially in the music industry, like, you know, when you have that setup, that lavish lifestyle, that, you know, like clubs, bars, crazy girls, like it helps it push it a lot. Why do you think that is?
I think it's just because it's not the average thing to see. Like the average person doesn't get to live that shit, doesn't get to see that shit. So whenever you're getting to live that lifestyle and portray that lifestyle, people quote unquote look up to you. Like, I'm not saying I'm fucking the biggest person in the world to ever exist, but I guarantee you there's at least a few people out there that potentially look up to me just because it's very different and very unknown to what they're used to. You know, so I think that's mainly the main thing right there. It's like, man, I wish I could be around this and I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
You know?
How's your experience been, you know, obviously you're Armenian. How's your experience been being an Armenian artist, doing something that not a lot of people, Armenians, do, you know?
I love it, dog. I mean, I definitely have people who may not, like, understand it or get it, and also, like, look at me, bro. Like, I have 3 earrings on this ear, a nose ring, fucking, my teeth got grills on them and shit. Armenian rapping, not even doing, like, typical, like, Armenian party rap. Like, I'm out here doing, like, real rap fucking shit, you know? So it's like, definitely have the people who would support and definitely have the people who would hate, but that comes with anybody. Being Armenian, it's definitely, I think it's interesting, bro. A lot of people tell me that it's cool that you're like an Armenian rapper because that shit doesn't really exist. So like, I look at it as dope, man. I think I'm fucking dope as shit, bro. I think I'm cool. I'm a different breed. I feel like I'm trying to change the game for Armenians as it is because we're stuck in this like circle. It's like, there's no reason to be, I get it. But you don't have to be afraid at the same time to just level up a little, do you. But I think we're getting out of that circle. Yeah, I don't know. What would you say?
I've had my fair share of experiences. You know, I think there is definitely like a bubble, especially like, you know, different bubbles. It depends where you categorize yourself. I think there are some Armenians that are more global. They don't necessarily try to be in certain bubbles. They just go global and they have like a global impact, you know? Whether it's art, whether it's business, whether it's whatever. And I think from what I understood, it's better to go global. And I feel like people receive it better. They don't feel it's forced. They don't feel it's like, you know, in their throat and you want to be constantly representing like in their face. I think my experience is better, you know, it's just better, you know, go global, have an international effect, and people just start naturally. You're like, oh yeah, this guy's doing some nice things. Obviously, haters are gonna be around. It is what it is. But hate cannot, you know, love cannot exist without hate. You know?
Sure.
So if you don't have haters, then it means nobody loves you.
Shit.
Yeah.
Looks like we got a lot of lovers on the other side of town, huh?
Exactly.
Fuck.
But yeah, man, I think it's especially for us Armenians, we don't have that many people. So if you're able to, all of us, whoever that's, we're, obviously Armenian, if you can have like an impact, whether it's on a family level, city level, community level, country, international, whatever, as long as you're living a positive impact and we're not putting each other down and we're actually trying to elevate each other, I think we have like a bright future. But if you go the other route of, tearing each other down, and instead of, bringing each other down, like, we focus on the positive things, I think we can do big things.
For sure. And like, don't get me wrong, bro. Like, I love Armenians, bro. Like, I love being Armenian. I love Armenians, and I'll rep being Armenian forever. I always try to, like, if I'm around a bunch of non-Armenians, which I always am, like, I'm always bringing up some Armo shit just because, like, I'm proud of my roots and shit. But it's like, let's do a little better, guys. You know? Let's do a little better. But fuck it, we out here, man. Yeah.
I think that's the beauty of life. And also putting stuff out there, whether it's as an artist, I put podcasts out there, videos out there, events, whatever. It's like you get to leave a mark on people,
Yeah.
And if you can leave a mark, slowly by surely, event by event, show after show, video after video, you lay those bricks and you leave a positive impact on people. I think over time they kind of see who are you, what you're about, what you're trying to do. Then people slowly start, coming to your mission, joining you, and things slowly start to materialize.
For sure, 100%, bro. That's how anything goes, So it's up to us to keep it pushing and have people start gravitating.
Yeah, I think it's important. Like you said, not a lot of Armenians are like, they don't move like you. You're very unique. I think it's important, like on a personal level, everyone to express your authentic. Whatever you want to express, right? Mm-hmm. Whether it's art, the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you style your hair, the way you, the way you take care of your body, your sports, your gym, whatever you're doing, it's like everything can be art. There's this quote, I think, by Da Vinci. He was saying there's a science to art and there's an art to science. Mm-hmm. So in everything you do, if you're kind of able to like inject your own authentic taste to it, whether it's your music or your fashion taste or the way you cook food, I think that's how you're able to have an impact.
For sure.
So
that's
I think
that's a great way to put that shit together. I like that.
Yeah, that's the beauty of life. I think God gave us this for a reason. God gave us this opportunity to live and to express us to, hopefully be able to have a positive impact on people in any shape or form,
Hell yeah. I mean, that's what I try to do too, bro. Like, I'd say that's why, like, how I told you I was in a very toxic relationship and shit that I was trying to get over. Like, I was in a relationship trying to get over it for like fucking 3-4 years, bro. Like, barely getting over it and shit, But like, I'm sitting there talking about this shit and singing about it and fucking rapping about it and being very vocal, which I feel like people in our community, for instance, aren't gonna sit there and publicly talk about fucking being heartbroken and shit like that, Which is sad, but hey man, we put in the building blocks. So shout out my Armenians. We out here.
Hell yeah.
We out here.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very important thing you mentioned is that, there are a lot of topics that people don't really talk about. Mm-hmm. And one thing I noticed is that there's a lot of, like, just like all cultures, there's like a lot of bad traits with all communities and ethnicities and bad traits. And I think I noticed with our cultures that whenever people do call those things out, they get, labeled as people that you hate your own race.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's the case. I think if you're able to call things out for what they are and actually be objective about it, and rather than taking things so personally and be above it and see it as on a neutral level, you're like, you know what? Maybe this is right. Maybe we can do better. We can elevate each other. We don't have to tear each other down. And I think with like Americans, I don't really see, because America is like a very general country. There's like so many different ethnicities. Yeah. I think it's the micro ethnicities, especially whenever things go there, like people don't really, they lose honor and respect whenever they're talking to each other, like especially in the comments or even like, day-to-day basis in person, like they tend to be way more aggressive towards each other, like the smaller nationalities, and I think if people are able to, maybe be more constructive about it and come from a state of, love instead of like hating each other, like those things are not going to happen,
Bro, if that's the way the world worked, man, it would be a beautiful place, man. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Maybe you're just being too optimistic.
Yeah, bro, we've been way too. But hopefully one day, man, I mean, I would love for that to happen, bro. But like you said earlier, without no hate, there can't be love, right? So
exactly.
Fuck the haters, bro. Fuck them all.
I'm sure, like, bro, like you feel like when you're doing your own show, when you're doing your, you know, songs, performances, you get like, in a good way, possessed. You feel like you can have a positive impact on people. It's like you feel rejuvenated because you get to make people's day. You get to make people happy by just performing. You know, it feels great.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro. It's definitely a vibe all the time. And especially how I said, like, that's why I really like to, like, do the screenwriting and shit when it comes down to performances. Because it's like, if you could put on a great show, bro, and really engage these people that are watching, like, they will fucking fuck with you. And, like, they will feel great about, like, how you said, like, yo, bro, just, like, why do you think people go pay hundreds of dollars to go to these big ass festivals, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people, like, you can really change a person's mood, bro, and even just, like, by making music, bro. Just having, and anything, bro. Anything people do, like, fuck the music shit, bro. If you could do something that makes people happy, if they enjoy it, bro, if they see something that you do, whether it's content or fucking music or art or shit, let's say I'm a construction worker who makes the sickest cribs, you know, like, imagine, bro, someone out there is gonna, like, appreciate that shit and feel better about themselves. Like, that's why I started making music, because when I'm listening to music, people make me feel better, because let's say I'm going through a situation, hearing this guy talk about this, now I feel like a brand new man and I'm happy for this and I'll be this guy's fan and shit. But I don't know, brother. I feel like, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just, you know, music in general, like, people can listen to it anytime. It's like a timeless, it's like, yeah, it's timeless, you know?
It's timeless.
Like, you can release a song right now, like 6 years later, I can bump it up in my car, listening to it. It's like, it never goes away, you know? And when you, like, I'm sure, like, how does it feel to listen to your old songs? Like, I'm sure, like, sometimes you listen to it, like, years later, and like, wow, like, this shit slaps, you know?
It depends, bro. Honestly, like, it might be a song that I bump back years later, be like, holy shit, this shit was cringe as fuck.
Yeah.
You know? And then sometimes I catch myself, like, bumping my own song, like, the whole 30-minute drive that I'm going somewhere, you know, just putting the same song on repeat. I'd say it just depends on the mood and the vibe and shit, but definitely some cringe shit from back in the day for sure. But nowadays, maybe if you ask me this question in 5 years, I'll be like, hell yeah, them shit slap, because everything I'm dropping now is slapping for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, shit I was making earlier.
It happens.
It happens.
It's part of the process.
Literally.
I go back to my older videos, like, holy shit, I'm talking like, so guys, today we're gonna talk about
all shy and shit, fucking quiet, no ego.
Yeah, it's but it's like the whole process is the price, you know?
Mm-hmm, for sure.
So that's the beauty of it. And I was gonna say, like, fun fact, like, in my old channel, like, which was only about soccer, I like to create creative videos, you know, like, try new things, you know, in that space. And I was doing, like, you know, Omegle videos, I was doing public interviews.
Classic shit.
And then I was like, you know what, one day, I was like, you know what, I haven't tapped into this niche. Let me just drop a song.
Oh, you?
Yeah, I dropped a diss track.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I dropped a diss track and I wrote everything. So I was going to, like, these rhyme websites. I was, like, finding rhymes. Yeah, and then it ended up being, like, pretty, like, trash. The flow was bad, but I think the bars, if I was able to, like, you know, basically execute it the right way, I think it would have been way better. But I made something happening, like there was, like, maybe 1 or 2 bars I was like, oh shit, I really did this, you know?
Bro, who the hell were you dissing is my question, dog.
So the whole idea was that, I mean, I was like 18 at the time, so I'm like, there's nobody to diss, but the whole culture of, like, football was, like, you know, a lot of beef with the players or whatever. So I was like, you know what, like, I'm gonna talk about from this one player's perspective, dissing this other person that they were getting compared to.
Word, that sounds like a fire concept, bro.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what, I'll just put it out there. I wrote everything on my computer, and there was, like, this music websites, this rap websites that you could just mix and match or whatever. So I don't know where I even found the instrumental. I guess I searched YouTube or something. I downloaded the instrumental, make the bars, recorded everything. I was like, you know what, let's roll it out. So I started putting, like, I made, like, a whole music video with pictures and captions and everything. Yeah. And then I was like, I played it. I'm like, you know what? It's not bad, but maybe it's better to, like, leave things as they are from here.
Dude, after this podcast, you gotta show me.
I'll show you, bro.
Yeah, if it's still on YouTube private, you gotta show me.
No, it's on, bro. I mean,
it's public?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Oh shit!
Bro.
Okay, there y'all go. We all about to get this shit to 20K. Let's go watch that shit.
Yeah, well, that video was hilarious, and yeah, I mean, it's just part of the process, you know. I posted, I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't really like this. It's cool. I like writing in general, so I was like, I like writing, but nowadays I have videos that I literally wrote, like, scripts, and, like, I wrote it, I recorded everything, and I made B-rolls for it. And it was like more of like an artistic video. Those videos I like. So I have like a good passion for writing. I just nowadays really don't really do it because it's like very inefficient. You know, you gotta nowadays pump a lot of things fast. You gotta be, you know, active out there. Like with writing, it takes time. You gotta pour your heart out. So like maybe once or twice a year when that emotional energy comes, I'm like, okay, it's time to write
Jot it
something.
down.
You know?
Yeah.
So when the road trip that I was telling you I went, there was like a video that I wrote, like, you know, kind of about my whole experience. I was trying to be artistic with it. It kind of feels like a little very, very slow hip hop like type of thing, but it's not like song. It's just like more of like an essay style, but I put it in an artistic
Like
way.
spoken word type.
Yeah. So those things, I think, just writing in general is really powerful. You know.
Yeah, no, for sure, bro. They say the pen is the sharpest sword. So
Bars.
come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. You got me thinking with that.
The pen is the sharpest sword, baby.
I mean, to be honest, that's true. I mean, if you think about it, like back in the days, bro, like, there was no phones, there was no typing, there was no emails. It was just straight up writing. You could make wars. You can make, you know, cultural shifts with just like a letter or two. You know.
No, literally, bro. Shout out the fucking pen. Whoever invented the pen and pencil, bro. You think he's like, fuck, bro. Now I made a bunch of songwriters and screenwriters and shit. Like, he's like fucking
Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Interesting.
My one invention and shit changed the whole damn world, bro. That's crazy.
How's your day-to-day life as an artist? I'm curious.
It just depends, man, if I got events lined up or not. I also produce for, you know, this influencer, so I'm pretty much just always on the run, bro. Like if I'm not doing music, I'm doing that. So it's like just trying to put together anything to make like last minute skits just go down. Cast, location, props. If I gotta build props, I gotta build the props. So I gotta just pump them all out. Sometimes in a very short span of time, you know. So if I'm just kind of balancing. I'm usually just balancing that, bro. It's balancing that, balancing my girl, and balancing time to go make music and go do any type of music related content, whether it's filming reels or shooting shit with my boys or hitting the stew. So my life just depends, bro. It's just very fucking hectic. Sometimes I just wake up the next day and be like, bro, what happened yesterday? You know what I mean? So ideal day would be go to the stew. If you lock me in the stew, I'll be in there recording all fucking day long. But unfortunately, sometimes real life hits. We gotta get some real shit out the way too.
I feel you.
So
I know you were telling me you quit smoking. How's that been?
Yeah. Cigs, man. I was smoking that shit since I was 18, bro. Don't get me wrong. I love fucking stoves and I love tobaccania, whatever the hell, like all that shit is. Like, I think that shit's cool as fuck. But I was just feeling my heart and shit start tweaking on me. I'm like, this ain't the right move right now, baby.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes I like run up a step and like start running out of breath or, you know?
Yeah.
Get a little horny and try to smash my... No, I'm kidding. But yeah, basically a lot of heart problems and shit, chest. I was like coughing and shit. I'm like, fuck this shit. Yeah. So we about a month and a half free. Stoke free, boys. We out here.
Forever.
Yeah. But it's still Stogie boys for life. You heard?
You know, like my experience with like just quitting bad habits, I don't put timer on it. I just like, this is not me anymore, you know? And there's been times that I just say like, I don't drink alcohol, but you know, if I go out, I'm like once in a blue moon, I'm like, yeah, I'll just have a sip.
No,
you know,
really?
But I don't drink alcohol. Stokes maybe once every couple of years.
Maybe
I like
we'll
cigars.
have one after this.
Yeah, let's go fuck up your momentum.
I'm surprised about the drinking though, bro, because drinking is my vice, bro. I mean, I've definitely cut down on it, but bro,
I've never been drunk.
What?
I don't know how it feels.
What? Come on, man. But I mean, great for you. That's really good news. But bro, you put some Hennessy in front of me, dog. Sheesh. It's gonna be a different situation.
I've picked up people that were drunk and then I had to carry them home, but I've never been drunk. I don't know how would it feel, you know?
Damn. I mean, shit. Definitely not fun if you get drunk, but it's always nice being a little lit. Yeah. I like getting blacked out though.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a problem. For some reason I realized, like, I don't know, I think of it like, okay, bro, if I'm gonna have one drink, I might as well have more.
Might as well go all in.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad. Like, I don't think that's a good way to think about it, but fuck. Maybe one day whenever you want to have your drink, let me know. We'll have one together.
I'll have my coach ready.
Okay, we'll get it on camera and should make a content piece.
Oh, fuck no, bro. My, what is it called? Like, yeah, I mean, like, I guess my vice is like cigars, but it's very rare. I'm trying to say, I guess, you know what my vice is like? Food and woman.
Shit.
If I have to find
those are the two most dangerous ones, bro.
Thankfully, like I mean, I used to be really fat. I lost all the weight, and now I'm like a very strict diet. Like I'm on the carnivore diet, so I only eat like meat, like paws, just steaks and shit like that. But besides that, going on dates, I feel like even though I see a lot of girls, I've been pretty disciplined. Like I'm pretty disciplined with that. I don't really indulge like that. But I think those are like my two vices that really makes me pumped up.
No, hell yeah. I mean, food, that's always great. The women, you got to be careful around those ones.
Can't be good or bad,
Come on, shit. But fuck, I mean, I'd take that, bro. I'll take food and women over Stokes drinking and shit like that too. But props to you, bro. I'm almost there though. I want to start doing like jogs and shit in the mornings. That's my next step in life now that the Stokes are gone. And then maybe I'll try to cut off the alk and
bro,
shit.
you should hit the gym, man.
Man.
I
can't, bro. I've been trying, man.
Bro, you're not. The thing is, you got like a good frame, like especially shorter guys, bro. Like you get jacked fast.
I know.
Like you can train for 6 months, you can fucking be crazy big.
Then I'm gonna look like a fucking Oompa Loompa, dog. I'm gonna look all like stocky and shit walking.
I mean, there are some guys that they really want to go bodybuilder up, but like, bro, you can be fucking jacked, bro.
Yeah, no. I'm like honestly, I'm down to get some tonnage and shit.
Yeah.
Like maybe like 2-pack, bro. I'm really flabby on the stomach, bro. This is really bad. I take this shit off. The girls are running away.
The alk, right?
Probably. I mean, I also eat like shit. I definitely eat a lot better. But
what do you eat?
I mean, nowadays whatever I can. But like back in the days, it used to be like only McDonald's like every day type shit, which is not good. But eventually that started fucking with me too. So I'm doing better now. And my girl, she's been putting me on to like nowadays I know how to make like fucking salmon and lobsters and shit, bro. Shit. Yeah, she just put me onto some chili adobe fucking tacos, carnitas and shit. So I'm like, I'm getting in there right now, but I still got work to do.
Chef Franco Drew coming out soon.
Yes, sir. Hell yeah, maybe we make that the next segment. Like, yo, what up? We cooking up
vlog. Yeah.
Today we're gonna be cooking up some bastarma and fucking I don't know, some
Imagine doing like a I guess a local show. We got like performances here in the backstage. We're doing Horowitz and like Franco Drew cooking with some crazy food.
Getting it ready and shit, getting that fire going.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, I see your hat. You got me you gave me a shirt to appreciate it for that. Your merch. What is the merch about, man?
Shit, bro. So my brand's called Jolly Kid Crew, and shout out Armenian. He kind of gave me that name, but I think it was just because how I was telling you back in the days we were always just turned up, having a great time. So it kind of came from that, bro. I mean, a lot of people who know me, I'm just always having a good time. I'm loud and obnoxious and shit. So Jolly Kid Crew, shit. Check this out, bro. And I got a new design coming in too, so I'm gonna definitely hook you up with one of those when it comes. But show the cam. Jolly Kid Crew, you know what I'm saying? My little character logo right there. Blue underbrim, suede top, fire.
Oh yeah.
I gotta get you one of these.
Appreciate it.
I'm trying to get this guy on like the front, so
that would be
get
nice.
that to you soon. And then hold up, man. I think my back is itching. Oh shit.
There we go. More Jolly Kid Crew.
Even more Jolly Kid Crew, man. Shout out my homie Vlad for oh shit. And I get caught up. My bad. Shout out my homie Vlad for coming through with the design, helping me out with that. So got different colorways, different merch, all that shit going on, man. Jolly Kid Crew.
And it shows people can be excited for?
Shit, June 27. June 27, I'll be City of Industry. We're going to be at the Shanghai nightclub. And shout out my boy Pluto. We're turning up. Right now, we got exclusive access tickets. I believe it's $5 a pop. It's going to be $30 at the door. So make sure you get that shit right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. I'm gonna put his Instagram in the description bio or wherever. And then you guys can find him out. Get the ticket secured because he's going to make it lit.
You already know, baby.
Any closing words, brother?
Shit, man. It's your boy Franco Drew. Shout out my boy Arian for coming through and inviting me on this podcast. Shit. I'd say stay blessed, stay jolly. It's your boy Franco Drew. Follow the kid at King Franco Drew.
Stay tuned for all the bangers.
Come on.